I do have another story here for you guys. It's actually pretty fucking nuts. The who of it is this woman named Leticia Gonzalez, triplet. She's 58 years old. She went swimming at the Las Vegas Athletic Club. She was in the Air Force for 24 years. So you'd think that she would, know how to go swimming, right?
Yeah.
She went into the pool and attempted to swim some laps, kicking her legs, grabbing over to the side. But she started to have some trouble. And I've never seen anything like this in my life, Mikey, what happens to this woman, for several reasons. Number one, just what her actions are so strange to me. I can't even begin to understand them. And then the actions of the people around her. Now, mind you, this woman she was in the pool for about 25 minutes. So this video I'm going to play is is much shorter. It's only about 45 seconds or so. And I'm going to warn you, this video is kind of, I wouldn't say it's graphic, but it could be traumatic to anybody who's been in the water or had somebody drown or anything like that. Because this woman went in the water, Mikey, and this is what happened to her. And I'm going to mute it because of that stupid music. But
she ain't walking that well to begin with. Let's be real.
I didn't notice. Okay, let's see. Okay, so
one step at a time, very gingerly walking.
That's a very good point. So then you see her swimming up and down the sides. But this is where it starts getting weird. She finds herself back at the steps by one of the poles. Now,
yeah,
I used to do this when I was a kid. You know how when you go to the pool, you grab the pole and you push yourself underwater?
You play around the railing and shit.
Yeah, you try to see. And I would always push myself under because I wanted to see how long I could hold my breath for. And that was the best way to do it because you can grab the railing and put yourself right under and you're not that deep. You can just pop your head right back up. So when I first saw this, that's what this reminded me of. But you see her kind of struggling, holding on to this railing, which is really weird.
Just kind of.
And then you
fuck?
see, right?
What the heck?
This is what I'm saying. I hate to laugh. I hate to laugh, but what the fuck is this lady doing?
Don't eat mushrooms before you go in the pool.
Honestly. And then, okay, so a guy just walks past
this person walks right by her.
She stops, though. It's almost like you're just watching this woman flounder on the steps. Is she just playing around? Is she just sitting there being, people are weird. Just being a big fat fuck.
She literally moves out of the way to let this dude walk by her.
Yep, I agree. So nothing really too weird there, I guess.
And then she gets into some gyrating.
She's trying to pull herself up, Mikey. She, for some reason, is using the railings to pull herself up. And it goes back to what you talked about before with her legs not working, maybe, where she had to take that one step at a time. I don't think she could physically step up the steps. So she's trying to pull herself with her arms and her legs at the same time.
Dude, that's so weird. And
so then she comes off the railing. And she's
lost the railing, and now she's swimming in circles.
Now she's flailing. She's holding the end, and then there it goes. And that's sadly enough. Yeah, she ends up drowning.
Jesus Christ. And this dude's walking right. What the fuck?
Another person just walks past her on her phone. Then finally somebody jumps in to help this woman. And unfortunately, she had already passed away.
This is where I have so many questions.
That's why I'm talking about this story, Mikey.
So she's flailing around, but she's audibly not making any noises, screaming help or nothing, just split splash, taking a bath. You know what I'm saying? Just having fun.
I have no idea what she's doing, other than the fact that when her legs.
I'm pretty sure at every gym pool, there's a lifeguard. At least everyone that I've ever been to.
Now. They did not have a lifeguard. The LVAC, Las Vegas Athletic Club, was one of the companies granted a variance that allowed remote monitoring of its pools by a video camera. That changed after this because there was a second near drowning incident 10 days after this woman drowned. But she had pushed herself off the steps, then was shown on camera floating, listen to this, face down and motionless for 10 minutes with people appearing to see her body and not realizing anything was wrong. We watched that guy walk by on his phone. You're walking on your phone. You know you're going to see in your peripheral vision. That lady was right there.
You literally just saw her flailing around. You walked by her on the steps while she was flailing around.
Is that the same guy?
Yeah, it's the same guy. Isn't it?
Perhaps. Let's see. Red, just basic black shorts. It looks like, and the guy's kind of tan.
Yeah.
Kind of trying to see here. And then when we back out, we'll go to the next one. And
Is
again,
she a white lady named Letitia?
Yeah, I think here's her picture. Actually, I believe she might be maybe Native American or maybe
part of her can't swim.
Okay. There she is, right there. This is the woman who
she looks
passed
like she
away.
can swim.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. Now I don't know what her nationality is or whatever, but. Going back, let's see if it's the same guy. It could potentially be the same guy. We got black shorts walking by. I mean, it looks like it might be. You're right, Mikey. It might be the same guy. I think you could be onto something there. Dude. Is there a chance he's taking a picture?
Fuck?
Is there a chance he's taking a picture right there?
He very well could be taking a picture. He could have been videoing her. Like, yo, look at this bitch flailing around in the pool.
I would have been recording that lady doing that weird shit, but then I would have been watching so much that I would have watched her when she started to struggle and went, "Oh fuck, I need to help this lady." And then she goes still. Right? How do you put? Some people do that. If you go to a pool, there are weirdos who just lay their face down.
They dead for 10 minutes at a time.
Not for 10 minutes. Not for 10 minutes. They usually pick their head up and catch some air after about 15 or 20 seconds. That's where this story is so fucking strange.
This doesn't look like this is America. This is something I would expect to see in in Russia. One of my Instagram death videos that I watch. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. And there is something here. Where is the story I read here? There's a psychologist, the UNLV, University of Nevada, Las Vegas psychology associate professor, Stephen Banning. He talked about this and he blamed several factors, including America's culture that prioritizes individual freedom. Quote, when I look at a video like this and I think about what the experiences of people around an individualistic culture like ours, there's very much a sense of not wanting to mess with people or get in their business. I think he's what I meant to say there.
Yeah, okay. I mean, that I understand, but still, man, that woman was very much struggling in so many different ways.
But if you saw her on the part with the steps, would you almost think to yourself, this is a crazy person. I don't want to get involved with this person whatsoever.
A crazy person, maybe a little slowish.
Okay, I'll give you that too. At another point, this doctor, Stephen Banning, this associate professor from UNLV says, quote, this might be a manifestation of a bystander effect where people don't understand what it is that they're seeing. He said, it's so unlikely that we would as people imagine seeing others dying in a pool that we're using that it may not enter people's mind that this is something that's actually happening. So it's our mind trying to prevent ourselves from realizing what's happening, which is so...
And this is happening with multiple... I could see maybe one person that happening to, but multiple people that happening to it, and they're all at the pool. I don't... No way, man.
Strangely enough, I just heard another person. God, this is so weird when this kind of stuff happens. I just heard I was listening to Joe Rogan podcast with Sam Morrill the other day. Did you hear that? Did you listen to that podcast? Did you hear him tell the story about watching a woman when he told the story about a woman falling in front of him and dying on the streets of New York City?
Yeah, when he was 8 years old.
Yeah.
10 years old, walking home.
He said in that moment, he thought it was a movie being filmed because his mind wouldn't let him believe it was actually happening in front of him. So that's kind of
dude, and
that
then
same.
he was still like gurgling and mumbling and
I
stuff.
know.
Oh my god!
What a
No
horrible
wonder that
traumatic.
dude is such a good comic.
Well, plus that also might explain why. And I just said this yesterday when I mentioned him, why he's kind of got a heart of gold. You know what I mean? You watch somebody do that right in front of you. You kind of have two ways to go from that. You're horribly devastated by what you've seen and you're traumatized by it and you're scared to death all the time, blah, blah, blah. Or you kind of look at it and go, okay, life is short, it's precious. Because he even joked around about how he watches Good Morning America. That's, you know what I mean? And he's like, they cook stuff and it's great. You know what I mean?
Dude, he's so good on morning TV and stuff like that, dude.
But not even that. Not the parts where he's destroying it. He said it real quickly. He said, I like to watch Good Morning America when they cook stuff and they're just being nice. And I kind of related to that because I have moments where I just like that because it's cheesy, it's easy to watch, wholesome, exactly right. There's no, none of that. I'm not going to hear any crazy stereotypical comedy. It's just super, and which is fine when I'm in the mood for that. But sometimes I want just kind of wholesomeness and chill, and I know there's going to be nothing shocking happening. Absolutely. It's just they're making a fucking, they're making chicken cordon fucking bleu. You know what I mean? I'm like, I wonder how this is going to turn out. I hope it's great. But anyway. It's a sad story because this woman, she was in the Air Force 24 years, did a tour in Afghanistan in 2008, received many medals and ribbons for outstanding service.
I wonder if she was like having a stroke or something, man. Like, there's just something about this whole entire thing that, like, the way she walked into the pool all gingerly, the way she had no balance or wherewithal trying to get back out of the pool by the steps, the way she pushed away from the ladder and started swimming in the circles. Like, there's something else that happened there.
I read a different story too, where did I delete the story by accident? There is, I believe they're going to be suing the Las Vegas Athletic Club, obviously. But
I'm sure she signed up on some type of thing saying that I'm not liable or whatever. They don't have a lifeguard, so.
But they're claiming, where is the part in the story? I can't find it. I must have not saved that one story. But she did have some health problems, like congestive heart failure, and another one that was like, kind of where I was like, oh, like that could have been the problem where, and I can't remember where.
I mean, congestive heart failure is what it is, and swimming's probably one of the best things for you because it's so low impact.
But the problem with congestive heart failure is when you lay on your back, you can't breathe. Hello. Welcome to Another Dumb Show. I'm Another Dumb Show host. Thank you for joining me on issue number 235. It's so good to have you guys here with me this evening. It feels so good. Feels so right. Having you guys streaming on my tube at night. Take your thumb out of your ass. Hit the thumbs up on your phone. Put your thumb in your ear. Get this thing rolling here the right way. Like the show, comment on the show, share the show, all that good stuff. Try to help the show grow. That's the way this thing rolls. I can only do so much, and I need your guys' help doing it. So make sure you guys do all that good stuff, like share and like and comment and all that good stuff. So I would appreciate it if you did that. Don't forget, if you don't want to look at my handsome face, you can always download the show as an audio-only podcast through YouTube Music. Although, man, look at this. Jeez, looking good today. And then you can always follow the show on Instagram and X and TikTok at Another Dumb Show. Shout out to the League of Dummies over there. CYX first today in the chat. That's our League of Dummies. That's what we call our live chat here. If you would like to join our live chat, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel, and then about 10 minutes later, you will have access to the chat. Reminder to everybody in the chat, if you wanted to say something to me directly, make sure you tag me at Another Dumb Show. and get those superfan donations. And guys, we got to keep this thing up and rolling. And to all of our non-members, we would love to have you guys join the show and help support Another Dumb Show. So just go to the Another Dumb Show homepage, click join, and you can pick a tier level to help support the show. But one of the ultimate ways to help support the show is by participating. Call into the show while we're talking about stuff tonight. 844-HIT-DUMB, 844-448-3862. And of course, it's Friday, so we're going to let it loose. You've got something you're going to talk about, something going on in your life, you need some advice, anything going on, you want to call in, do that now. 844-HIT-DUMB, 844-448-3862. I am getting excited because we are very close to having the Fantasy Football League filled up. I have, I think it's one slot that is just waiting on a confirmation right now. I am confused because I think it might be, I don't know if it's F1 is this one person I'm waiting on. I'm a little confused. The name didn't match Frank on the email, but then they said they were F1. So I assume that means F1 Frank, a frequent caller into the show. So I know he does call about the Browns every once in a while, so he might be a football fan. I'm assuming he's a big football fan, so we'll have to see if he is the one who's getting rated the last Mohicans, I think. And then I'm going to be able to finalize the league. We're going to have some of the same people who participated last year, and then we're going to have some new faces as well. So it should be interesting to see how it goes. I'm looking forward to it. Hoping to hear back from F1 or whomever this last person is going to be within the next couple hours, because I'd like to get it finalized maybe this evening after the show or even on Sunday. So, uh-oh. Oh, and see, now I just got another person that emailed, oh boy, I don't know if we're going to have room now at this point. I got too many people emailing me, so we're going to have to, maybe I got to flip a coin or something to see who's going to end up making this last spot. So, somebody else who kind of liked to flip a coin. I don't know if he realized what he was doing or not. There's an NFL player, speaking of football, there's an NFL player right now. His name is Brian Murphy II. He plays, oh, by the way, and Mikey is going to be on tonight. He is just running late from work. He's been working since 5 a.m. this morning, and he's still driving home from work, this poor guy. So he's been putting in some hours tonight. So if he makes it, great. If he ends up just bailing because he's so tired, I would understand. But if we see him, obviously we'll be excited to have him. So this Byron Murphy guy, he plays for the Seattle Seahawks. He has found himself, he was a first-round pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, picked in the 16th overall pick. So he was out of Texas. He's ended up did really good in the combine. That's why he ended up getting picked so high in the draft, 16th round, or 16th overall. That's a pretty big deal. So good for him. You know what I mean? Now he's signed his contract, I'm sure. He's got a little bit of money in his pocket, I would assume. But it looks like maybe he might have been remember I played that video a little while back of well, maybe I'll just let me find that video. Let's see if I can find it real quick. I think it was this month. What was that guy's name? Hold on one sec. Give me a sec here. I got to pull this up and get this video. Do you guys remember the story I told you about the NFL player who ended up running out on a bill from a model, this woman named Mia Mercy? Is this the video right here? Is this it? Hold on one sec. I don't want to make sure, because there's one where it was the raw one, and then, okay, so I think this is the right video. I don't want to play the one where they're naked, where she's naked, so. And I think I have it right here. All right, so this NFL player, we told the story in case you weren't watching when we played it last time. Terrell Lewis, he plays for the Philadelphia Eagles. He was in a hotel with an escort. And this is what happened when it was time for him to pay the bill.
1838. Oh my God.
And there you go. So this chick chases him down the hall to try to get her money. But apparently that's running rampant in the NFL right now. This escort named Ms. Mariah Monet claims that Byron Murphy II owes her $15,000. Now, she didn't have to chase him down in person. She decided that she would do it in the most public way possible and did it on social media. Now, probably not the biggest deal if you're just getting an escort. A lot of people know NFL players do that. Not the biggest, not a big surprise. But a little bit of a kink to the situation is that Ms. Mariah Monet is transgendered. So let me pull up a picture of Ms. Mariah. Here, actually, I'll just pull up a picture of the two of them together. I have Murphy and Ms. Mariah. Here are the two of them. That's a transgender person on the right. That's the NFL player on the left, obviously. She doesn't quite look like she could play for the NFL. She actually, I would have no idea that was, I don't know what her situation is with that was formerly a man. I would have no idea. I think I saw some other pictures, and I didn't think, wasn't, would have fooled me. Either way, I don't know if he was fooled or not, or if he knew what he was getting into. But he actually, when she decided to blow him up on social media, she full blown blew him up and showed the Instagram communications between the two of them. Here's one of them. It's a little bit hard to see. Let me try to zoom in a little bit for you guys. That's Murphy on the left, says, let me know what the flight and my team, we gonna be staying at the Hyatt Hotel, Lake Washington, so let me know them prices. And then she says, what day I need to look for? And one day, so needs to figure out the actual date that's going to happen. And then the actual, pricing. Is it going to be a whole day they're going to hang out together or what? And then he decides he decides to take it up a notch and just get right to the point. And instead of just saying, I need you for 2 days, he decides he's just going to say what he wants during those 2 days. And it starts with this. I'm going to need you to eat that dick from the 20th to the 22nd. And then just to add a little icing on the cake, balls too. Nice. Gotta love that, man. Absolutely. Hawk Tua. And then also a little tickle. A little tickle Tua. A little tainted Tua. Tickle Tua. Yeah, never mind. Balls too. So it looks like this guy knows what he wants, but she decided that she was going to blow him up and really blow up his spot on social media and everything. Now, this story goes a little further because it turns out that it might not be true at all. Now, I don't know how that could be the case because we have screen grabs to prove that it happened. But an attorney for this Murphy guy came out today, and it actually got posted. I saw a tweet from, I think it was Adam Schefter tweeted it from ESPN, said this was from the, this is from the agent, not his attorney. This is from Murphy II's agent. Says, quote, recently my client, actually here I can just show you guys the quote too. You can see it. I'll zoom in here. You guys can see that. Let me get back to it here. All right, here we go. And he says, recently my client Byron Murphy was the victim of it's supposed to be extortion attempt from a text conversation that began and ended online. He had no contact with this person. This blackmail scheme has targeted other young players in the league. We have notified the NFL, turned the matter over to the FBI. Anyone involved in this scheme will be prosecuted. So there you go. And you can even see he was trying to eat his penis and balls. Instagram messages as evidence. So again, it says that he never went through with it. But how do we know that he never went through with it? That's just, his word versus hers at this point. She had a dollar amount that he was supposed to be paying, $15,000 in particular. She's made up that dollar amount. $7,500 a day, that sounds about right to me. Or if we're talking 20th, 21st, and 22nd, we got $5,000 a day. That sounds like nice round numbers to me that he possibly might have bailed on. And I don't know if he actually did, but I'm just going to take her word for it that the guy ran out on her. But I don't know. We'll see. I actually want to keep an eye on it because if it happened to other players in the league, I'd like to know more about that, to tell you the truth. All right. A little more football for you. I'm not going to spend the whole night on football. Even though I did just get in my last email saying, hey, are we going to talk more about fantasy football during the Fantasy Football League? Yes, I think we'll probably end up doing a little bit more members-only fantasy football this time. And that way we can really spend a lot of time on it and really shit talk and dive into games and players and everything. And then we'll do little updates on the main show and then, really dive into it in members-only shows. So if you're into football, that's the way we're probably going to end up doing it during football season. So, but you guys know my obsession with Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. I love these guys. Oh, real quick. Perfect. I just mentioned fantasy football, and it looks like you might be calling in. F1, For Local Frank. What's up, dude?
Hey, Dom. My TV skipped a little bit, so I'm not sure. But if you put that statement from his lawyer back up again, you only read the first paragraph. What's the second the second sentence?
I read it. I said it. It skipped. I read it.
Oh, yeah.
I had showed
Can
the
you
text.
imagine being the lawyer that says, my client did not say he wanted his dick and balls ate?
Well, it didn't actually, that wasn't, the quote had ended at that point. That was just part of the news story. So that's, the part in italics were the actual agent's comment. So that was just the news story adding that on after it because it was from a silly website where they say the words put penis and balls in the mouth. So, Frank.
And then also, what would you do if I would never pay for nothing, but if you did pay, let's say $50 or whatever, or as an NFL player, so $5,000, and then you reach down and all of a sudden there's a dong there. You know what I mean? Aren't you running out of that hotel as fast as possible?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna run out, but you know what I mean? It depends on how drunk I am. Do I maybe just be like, all right, maybe you can just, take care of me real quick. I'll just, I'll put a blindfold on real quick and then get out the door. I'll be honest with you, it's hard to turn one of those down, especially if you already paid the money. So, Frank, I have a question for you. Did you email?
I got an answer.
Hold on. Did you email me about being in the Fantasy Football League?
I did.
You did? Okay, so you want to be in the league?
I did.
Okay, there's a $100 buy-in. You know that?
Yeah. I won one at my work, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago.
Nice,
I won
okay.
like $250.
Fantastic. That's great news.
I got like second place.
Well, you got a chance. It's something, I can't remember what the breakdown is off the top of my head, but you got a chance to win $1,000. Where I know last year, I don't know what happened with last year. I thought maybe we did it differently last year where it was $900 for the winner. I don't remember exactly how it broke down, but I'll go back and address that with Pat Wooey, our winner from last year. But this year's winner.
I'm a good fantasy football player.
Okay.
You might not think so. You might think I'm belligerent or whatever, but man, I know what to do.
You know your football. Okay, that sounds good. Well, then what I'll do is I'm going to get you, I'll put you, I'm going to get, looks like I have everything slotted up and filled up, I believe then. So sometime this weekend, probably on Sunday, I will give everybody an email about the instructions and get the Venmo stuff sent over to you guys because we'll have everything just sit in the Venmo until we give the award away to the winner at the end of the season. So keep an eye out for that email, you and everybody else who's looking to participate in the league. All right, bro?
Hey, Dom, what's your punishment going to be when you lose this year?
I am not going to lose this year, and I didn't lose last year.
Well, what did you lose to eat the
nothing? Mikey
Snickers
lost.
and
Mikey
cheese?
lost. Mikey lost, but he was on a bender, and we lost him for a couple months, and somebody had to pay that shit off, so that's why I did it. Yeah, I got.
Well, what if
fucked.
that happens again? What's your punishment going to be if that happens again this year?
I don't know. We'll have to start putting together as a group. We'll talk. It's people can suggest if they want to give us ideas for punishments, but I think it's easier when we kind of put it together as a league because some people are more willing to do things than others. So it's a little bit easier to kind of work it out through the league that way.
I think even if you get first place, you should have some kind of punishment.
Why? I have to put money in and lose money. That's a punishment for me. What are you talking about? I do lose.
Because it's funny to see you do gross stuff.
No, you're a son of a bitch. I tell you what, man. I can't win no matter what. Well, speaking of gross things, this next story is pretty gross, my dude. So,
all right, Dom, I'll talk to you later. Have a good night.
All right, later, bro. Mikey's checking in from the chat. He's saying that Frank's gonna pay in 4 Loco cans. So, I'll take cash in the digital transfers only, sir. Anyway, like I mentioned, speaking of gross things, oh come on, cat, get away from the thing. I don't have time for you to mess up my whole camera tonight. Anyway. I came across this story. It's kind of football related and gross related. And I mentioned how much I love Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. Now they're doing a new thing, these Kelce brothers, that I'm actually not really thrilled about. They've created one of the goofiest products I've ever seen. They have put together they were asked about on their podcast their favorite cereals. Travis and Jason on the New Heights podcast. They had the same cereals in their top 3. Reese's Puffs, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and Lucky Charms. So General Mills actually happens to make all 3 of those cereals, and they've partnered up with the Kelces to create what I would argue is the most disgusting cereal on the planet. They have combined it's called the Kelce Mix, and they've got Reese's Puffs, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and Lucky Charms mixed together. This is fucking gross. This is absolutely gross. I don't understand. If you took all the marshmallows out of it, it might be good, but you can't be mixing marshmallows and Reese's Puffs, like the fruit flavored marshmallows that are like, those have taste. I don't know if you guys realize it, but those have a lot of taste. At least they do to me. So you can't mix those marshmallows in with the rest of it. But I am going to get some of this, and I'm going to try the Kelce Mix live on air. So I'll see how much Kelce Mix I can eat. That, you know what I mean? We'll do it the usual way. We'll get some Kelce Mix. We'll see how much I can eat. Maybe that should be the punishment for the people who lose. They got to eat as much Kelce Mix as they can, because I think that sounds fucking gross. All right. Let's see here. What else do we have going on here? So shit, speaking of cereal, people that might be eating their Wheaties are the people in the Olympics. Yeah, like Bruce Jenner. You know what I mean? I was in the Wheaties box. Remember Wheaties boxes? People uncovered. Okay. Paris 2024 is starting up. They had the opening ceremonies today. I believe Celine Dion, I don't know if she's performed yet, but I know Lady Gaga has performed. It was a big, huge spectacle. She was in this big, crazy, fluffy, I'll actually show you a picture of it. Gaga Olympics. See the picture of it here. Oh, shit, I can't open that one. That's Forbes. No, come on. I want to show this picture. All right, here we go. Here she is. This is Lady Gaga at the Olympics in this big, weird, crazy, fluffy thing with these dudes. Actually, those are actually, I'm assuming all, I don't know if it's all dudes, but there are people holding those fluffy things, and they walked around doing all kinds of crazy shit. So I just saw a quick little video of it. But so yeah, so the Olympics has started. The Lady Gaga part of the Olympics is the last thing I care about when it comes to the Olympics. I don't know if you guys know what my favorite parts of the Olympics are. I think I've told you guys before what my favorite part of the Olympics is, and that's all of the half-naked women running around. And they've actually put together a list of all the different athletes that are the sexiest athletes of the 2024 Paris Olympics. So we will check that out. But before we do that, Michael K., you're on Another Dumb Show. What's up, dude?
Hey, buddy. Hey, I wanted to talk about that cereal real quick. It's not that bad, actually, because, well, my favorite treat is I love my chocolate cherry fudge ice cream. I don't know if you guys have Hudsonville ice cream down there in Ohio at all, that brand.
No. I don't know. I don't know Hudson's.
Okay, but anyway, they make a flavor called Traverse City Cherry Fudge. But what I do is I pour chocolate cereal on top of it, usually the chocolate cocoa or Fruity Pebbles, the chocolate Fruity Pebbles brand.
Oh, yeah,
and
Cocoa
then
Pebbles.
I get my, Then I get my miniature strawberry flavored moon pies, which has mushrooms in it. And it's phenomenal. I use my moon pies as like my nacho and just the ice cream as the salsa. It's phenomenal.
What do you mean it has mushrooms?
I think you'll enjoy it more than you. What's that?
You said it has mushrooms in it?
Oh, I'm sorry, marshmallows. Duh. Sorry.
Oh, that was like, what is this guy talking about? He's making moon pies with? Is he talking about shit? Like, what is cow flops and moon pies? I was like, what is he talking about? All right, now I'm with you. Okay.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
No, it's
but
okay.
I think you'll like it more than you think. So I just wanted to call in real quick and tell you that.
Let me give you a little ice cream tip that I just saw today. So you know how you can buy a pepper grinder or like a salt grinder? You know what I'm talking about? Well, what you do with that is you put whatever ice cream topping you want into one of those M&Ms, and you grind up M&Ms, and you put the little shavings.
Oh, really?
Yeah, or you can do it with, like you said, your Cocoa Pebbles. You can grind those up and turn them into almost like a crunchy little dust, depending on
dust.
Yeah, even depending on how much you grind it. You just do a little bit, it gets just a little grated crunchiness, or you do real fine powder. You can do whatever you want with it. But I thought that was a pretty cool idea. I saw it on Instagram today. I forgot to pull the video, but I thought it was a pretty cool idea.
Well, I'll have to send Teresa to the store.
All right, dude. Well, go. Send the wife to the store and have her buy. What did you going to say? Go ahead.
I was going to say, do you guys have a store down there called Rocket Fizz? It's a candy store. Like, they have every candy in the world that you could ever think of.
No, the one that we have here is a local one. It's called B.A. Sweeties that has just about every kind of candy you could ever imagine. It's like a warehouse worth of candy. It's pretty crazy.
All right, sounds good.
Wait, I think I just saw. Hold on, I think I just saw a news story about Rocket Fizz and that it's closing.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Ours is down on Front Street, so it's like all the tourists go down there and stuff like that. I'll have to look into that.
Oh, apparently there is a Rocket Fizz. There is a Rocket Fizz in downtown Cleveland.
Okay, there you go.
I'll have to check that out. Yeah, no, I've never even heard of it.
Yeah, go check it out, man. All right, have a good night, buddy.
All right, later, dude. Michael K. likes the old timey stuff. Soda pops. He probably likes a good malt, a good Traverse City cherry malt. Sounds like something he likes. He liked the Henry Ford Museum. He called to tell me about. So he likes old timey stuff. Guess when you're young and retired, you gotta find stuff to keep yourself busy. And you know what keeps me busy, guys? Hot chicks in no clothes. And that's what we got going on at the Olympics right now. I think this is going to probably be the best one of them all. Her name is Alicia Schmidt. What does she do? She is a relay runner. I'll show you Alicia Schmidt. Might be the top of the charts here, this Alicia Schmidt. Pretty good stuff right there. Let's see here. And don't worry, ladies, I got stuff for you too. It's not going to be all hot chicks. There was a couple of them here that were pretty good. Yeah, this one's pretty good. Here, I just got to pull this one over here. It's not letting me pull it up otherwise. We got this lady here. She's looking pretty good. Pretty hot bod. I don't know what she does. Alicia Newman. Alicia Newman. What a fucking idiot I am. She does some sort of Canadian runner or whatever. That was pretty funny. I can't believe I just did that. What an idiot I am. Anyway, so I'm not going to spend all night on that. Let me show you. I'll show you the dudes for the chicks here too. Oh, and I got one. Remember that chick? I have, everybody's probably going to remember her from last time, but here's the other. Here's one for all the ladies. Oh, yeah, there's a sexy bod. Here you go. Here's Caleb Dressel. He's a swimmer. Here you go, ladies. There's one for you. There's a nice, he's got a cool tattoo too. That's sweet. If you're in the Olympics, you got to have sweet tattoos like eagles and shit like that for sure. That's badass. All right, so there you go. I did see another really super hot chick who's playing beach volleyball. That's my favorite because they have the short shorts on and the booties are sticking out. I saw a girl wearing the, I can't remember where she was at, where she was from, because I was going to show you the picture of her, but I forgot. So sorry, guys. You guys are stuck with what I showed you. Real quick, another cool thing that's going on at the Olympics right now. There is an athlete who is, and I don't know if they haven't started running yet, but there's an athlete who's actually going to be running with a really unique type of footwear. Check this out. This is really neat.
For decades, running shoes have been made the same way.
So we challenged ourselves to break with convention.
Look at that.
The result is Light Spray.
A seamless high-performance upper, weighing just 30 grams, that reduces carbon emissions by up to 75%.
Lighter, faster, more sustainable.
Lighter than humanly possible.
A spray-on shoe. So it's going to be super thin. Now, I'm a little confused by it because is it just that it sprays onto that thing and then it gets handed over and put on someone? Or, oh, wait, I think I figured it out. Okay. So this part, sorry for that cough right there. That was disgusting. This part right here, oh, shit. Irish Ronnie, I'll come back to you in a sec. This part right here where they're scanning the foot, I think that's what they make a model of, and so they scan the foot, they turn it into this red thing, and then they spray it onto that. And then it turns out to be something they can just put on afterwards. I don't know. It's a little hard to understand, to be honest with you.
Lighter, faster, more sustainable.
Because they can't obviously put it on, they can't put it, unless they can figure out a way to make the sprayer move, because obviously can't have somebody's leg moving like that, all weird and twisty and shit. That won't work. I don't think they're able to do that. Unless it's, I don't know, is it just twisting side to side? I don't know. Either way, pretty fucking cool. The technology is moving like that. Wouldn't that be neat if like shoe stores had that? You just walk into a shoe store and you put your foot out and it sprays on a new shoe. Wouldn't that be fucking neat? Like you're just going out for a night and you're wearing an outfit where you got like a light blue shirt. Maybe you're wearing some, I don't know, fucking khaki pants. I don't know, for that color, not khakis, but khaki colored pants. And then maybe like you don't have light blue shoes. So you run to the store, try to get yourself, and you get yourself some spray on light blue shoes. That's fucking sweet. If they have a way to do it like, they can figure out a way to do it on like with nice shoes too, like a fake spray on leather kind of thing for dress shoes. So if you want to go out to a nice thing or something like that, that's just really neat. It could be really super customized, like for you have events, weddings and stuff like that, match your bridal party colors exactly and stuff. That's pretty fucking sweet. Going back to the Kelce mix cereal, Irish Ronnie just reminded me about something I was going to try and I completely forgot about. I need to he said at another dumb show, whatever happened to you microwaving Lucky Charms marshmallows? I completely forgot about that. I got to get that straightened out. I completely forgot about that. And real quick, a little love to RK. He's been a Super League of Dummies member for 12 months now, so big ups to you. I appreciate that so much. But yeah, so I guess what I'll do is I'll try to get the Kelce mix, and maybe I'll make my own version of it, because I don't know when that's going to be in stores or whatever, but I can just buy those 3 cereals and mix them all together. And then I can actually save some of those marshmallows. Oh, that's right. Where was I going to buy marshmallows at? Where did you guys say you could buy just bags of marshmallows other than Amazon? I'm sure you can get them on Amazon. But didn't somebody tell me you can get them at Big Lots or something weird like that? There's some weird place that sells just Lucky Charms marshmallow bags. I can't remember. I swear somebody told me that. So we'll have to check that out. And I got to get back to that. So let me make a note for myself here really quick before I forget about that. Let's make a note here. Lucky Charms marshmallows. Microwave. Wave. All right. And then Kelce mix. All right, perfect. All right, save. Good job, Irish Ronnie. Way to go. Good producing. All right. I was talking about the Olympics. Kind of crazy thing that happened in the Olympics tonight, or earlier today. It happened overnight, I think around 4 a.m., I think their time in Paris. There was what is going on with this? Why is this not working? There we go. Sorry, my prep thing just locked up and I couldn't get to the story I was talking about. So yeah, overnight in Paris, there were arsonists that attacked the high-speed rail system that moves throughout Paris, and it completely cut off all travel going into Paris. And apparently, one of my mom's good friends has some kids who are there, and she's having a hard time getting a hold of them. As far as figuring out if they've been able to get in and out or around Paris, if they're stuck or whatever. No reports of injuries as of now, but it's pretty insane what they're dealing with. There's a picture of all these people here sitting around waiting because the train's shut down. And I thought I had a picture here, see if I can find it, but there you go. They're all just sitting around there. I thought I had a picture of what it looked like with the map. Hold on one sec. Maybe I closed that out. Paris train arson map. I saw one that should there you go. So this kind of shows you a little bit of an idea how they did it and where it was at. The star in the middle is Paris. And then you can see those are the main routes coming into Paris, and they were very strategically blown up with a lot of strategery to prevent people from being able to get into Paris, which is kind of weird. The weird thing that I saw about it was they keep calling them they just keep saying arsonists. I saw vandals. Why is this not being described as a terrorist thing? Was there a bunch of kids that did it? It seems kind of coordinated and organized for me for it to be just a bunch of kids. So as many as 800,000 passengers were affected by the attacks, according to the SNCF, which is the state-owned railway service in France. So it makes me nervous that something just as simple, 800, almost 1 million people were affected by 3 little fires. So stuff like, I don't know if they're little fires, but 3 fires in 3 important spots. There was one attack that was foiled, so they were tried for 4 of them, which would have really screwed it, because that one was coming from Lyon and Marseille, which is, those are southern France where there's a lot of money. So there's probably a lot of people making their way up to Paris from there. So it makes me think, because I just saw the FBI just put out another thing saying that there's a higher probability of us facing some sort of terrorist attack And it just makes me concerned. Like if they just start taking out major arteries of highways or not, they do it with the trains and the supply chain gets all screwed up. There's just so many, ways outside of flying planes into buildings that we're kind of susceptible to. And it just makes me really nervous about what's coming up. And the reports that I read, and I don't have it open right now, is that it's going to happen, something might happen prior to the election. And who knows if that's just a scare tactic being put out by, one group or another to try to drive up fear, to try to get us to vote one way or the other because, you might think one party is stronger against one thing than another. So, it could drive fear and cause you to vote one way or the other. But it's nerve-wracking. It makes me very nervous. B1's got a family member in New York City right now, so I worry about them being there. So it's just a crazy, crazy times right now that we're living in. And I got another crazy train story too. Again, crazy story and crazy times. I do this YouTube show, and every night, I spend a lot of time putting together stuff that I want to talk about, finding stories that I want to talk about. Because that's what I like to do. Obviously, if we had a different situation with a bigger studio, we could be doing different things, more stunts and things like that. But kind of hamstrung by that. Now, I did mention I want to try to get out and do more things outside of the studio. I have one thing in mind that I want to do here pretty soon, and I think I'm going to try to do it next week because I do not have a wedding next weekend. And so this is something that could potentially put me out of commission for a couple days because it's pretty intense, even compared to that Pizza Hut challenge I did earlier this week. This one could be pretty intense. So I think I'm going to try to do that next week. So stick around. I'll probably post on Instagram and all that good stuff, what I'm going to be doing next week. So but my point is, I try to put together things to do. Different, what I want to talk about, what I want to do. I put a lot of time and effort into it, believe it or not. When I could literally just do something as simple as, go out and cause a train derailment. You know what I mean? I know that sounds crazy, but, well, it happened. A YouTuber has been charged with intentionally causing a train derailment in, I think it's Bennett or Barrett, Nebraska. I can't remember. Excuse me. Gosh, I am burpy tonight. It's a 17-year-old YouTuber who's not been identified because he is a minor. He had his cell phone and a 4K digital recorder confiscated by an investigator on July 8th in connection with a derailment that happened months earlier. Allegedly, he had told investigators at the scene of the April 21st derailment that he recorded the crash in Bennett, in which 2 locomotives and 5 fully loaded coal trains veered off the tracks but remained upright. In fact, I do believe I have video of that right here. Here is that video.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
It's a little hard to see.
Oh my freaking God!
Because it happens way back there.
Oh my God, are they okay? Oh my God. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my freaking God!
Now that does sound like a 17-year-old boy, so I'm assuming that's the actual video from the boy's camera or phone. I don't know. I don't assume there was nobody else there recording it. I'm trying to figure out exactly how he did it. A train conductor told an investigator for the railroad company in the aftermath that his train was traveling eastbound and approaching a crossing when he noticed that a switch was misaligned. The switch caused the train to veer onto an industry track next to a grain elevator. The conductor said he tried to make an emergency stop, but it did not activate before reaching the switch spot, and that caused the train to crash. Later, investigators found that a padlock that was supposed to be attached to the switch was missing, indicating that it had been tampered with. What? So that's all that's on one of these switches is a simple little padlock? It's not locked down inside of a box where you can't get to it? Like, are you fucking kidding me? Meanwhile, the teenager had showed up at the scene of the crash and asked about the derailment, noting that he had also recorded the crash on his phone. Then when the authorities said they did not know the cause of the derailment, the affidavit says the boy replied, obviously a switch was flipped the wrong way. What a fucking idiot. Oh my God. This kid ratted himself out. What a fucking idiot. Investigators say that the teen's video, which was later posted to a YouTube account believing to be belonging to the boy, showed the scene before, during, and after the crash. The boy denied trespassing and tampering with the switch, but the investigator on the scene noted he knew where it was and how it worked. 3 days after the derailment, the investigator obtained surveillance footage showing a 1996 Buick Park Avenue in the area, and the teen walking on the south end of the tracks toward the switch with a tripod, the affidavit says. He was later recorded returning to his vehicle after the derailment caused about $350,000 in damages to the railway, and also the power company stuff got damaged too. So, oh no, I'm sorry. The power company owns the tracks to supply the coal. I see. So the BNSF Railway and the Omaha Public Power District both suffered $350,000 in damages in total. So the kid, the 17-year-old teenage boy, unnamed boy, has now been charged with criminal mischief with over $5,000, or criminal mischief of over $5,000 damage. Sorry about that. So he's not in police custody at this time, and they are actually going to try to try the kid as an adult. Damn, that's pretty fucking crazy. I can't believe they're going to just go, I mean, oh, he's 17. Nobody got hurt, though. You know what I mean? If somebody got hurt, I could understand going after him as an adult, but he's just a kid. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? Let the poor kid do some pranking, then, charge the shit out of him for what he did. That's I know it's a lot of money, but nobody got hurt. He's still a kid. He's still a kid doing stupid shit. You can't treat him as an adult if it's something as stupid as money. Again, if somebody got injured, even in the slightest thing, they get a rock kicked up and hit him in the arm, and it cut their arm, and they had to get stitches. Sue the fuck out of him. Put the kid, try him as an adult, he hurt somebody. But, yeah, I didn't see anybody got hurt, Andy. That's what I'm trying to, I'll pull it back up and open it again here, but I have nothing in the story that says he actually hurt somebody. Just that the trains were damaged. It doesn't say anything about the conductor being injured or anything like that. So, if nobody was injured, why go after him as an adult? Why try him as an adult? I don't know about that. So, and Andy says, yeah, the conductor is what I was thinking. Yeah, I have no idea. It doesn't say anything about the conductor being hurt. In fact, the conductor is the one who was commenting, explaining everything that happened and how he stopped or how he wasn't able to stop and what he believed was the problem with the switch. And so, it sounds like he's okay, and it just cost somebody a lot of money. And Irish Ronnie says, don't fuck with Big Cole. All right, he's got a good point. All right, well, speaking about age, I have a little fun little test I'm going to be doing here coming up after the break. I saw a news story about Khloe Kardashian, and I found this story before I heard the Khloe Kardashian. I think she took the same test. There's a test that you can take that will reveal your real biological age and your risk of disease. And I saw Khloe Kardashian, who, I don't know how old she is, but older than 28. And it said that she has the age of a 28-year-old or something, and she seemed to be very happy about that. But either way, I don't give a shit. It's all about me. It's all about Another Dumb Show. And I'd like to find out what my actual real biological age is. So when we come back from break, we're going to do that. In the meantime, guys, go get your kids, throw a bunch of 3 different boxes of cereal, whatever the fuck you got on top of your refrigerator, because the Kelces don't seem to care if they taste good mixed together. So grab 3 boxes of cereal, Go throw it in the other room with your kids. Just pour it on the floor. Let them just fucking dive into it and mix it all up and just let them go to town on it. You can fucking just pour the milk right on it. There's going to be enough cereal. Just pour the milk right on it. They can scoop it up like probably another family of kids that we know and the way they probably eat. Anyway, so in the meantime, while they're in there eating all the Another Dumb Show cereal mix, make sure you guys get your drinky drink on. Second hour is always happy hour here on Another Dumb Show. Get a drink on, get your Moki Moke on, whatever suits your fancy. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out here on a Friday night. Hit that thumbs up before we go to break or while we're in break. And we'll be right back with the find out what my real age is here on Another Dumb Show. Not my emotional age. We already did that. This seems to do what your actual biological age is. So I'll explain more when we come back. Hang on. All right, welcome back to another Dumb Show. I'm another Dumb Show host. Thank you guys for joining me on issue number 235. So good to have you guys here with me this evening. All right. Before the break, I talked to you guys about a little, it's not a game. It's a test. There's a company out there called Novos. It's a longevity company out of New York City that has created an AI-powered tool that estimates one's biological age using 24 questions. Biological age differs from chronological age because it looks at how old your cells are rather than how many birthdays you've had. The older cells are, the more wear and tear they develop, which puts people at higher risk of chronic diseases such as cancer. All right, so I think I have the test here. Let me read it to you guys. Actually, I'll show it to you right here. All right, so here's the test right here. It's going to look a little wonky, guys, because it's on a... Let's see if I can zoom in any farther and make it work. Oh, I think I got it. Perfect. Okay. All right, here we go. I think this will work. There we go. All right, so here it is. It says Novos, younger for longer. This is the free AI-trained biological age test. Novos, the world's leading consumer platform for human longevity, offers the Enable Age biological clock free of charge to the general public as part of its commitment as a public benefit corporation. Novos' mission is to make longevity accessible and achievable for all. Enable Age is a second-generation survey-based biological age clock that provides greater accuracy than first-generation, obviously. First-generation blood-based epigenetic biological age clocks. The clock, created by researchers at the University of Washington and overseen by Professor Soo-In Lee, and in collaboration with Dr. Matt Kaberlein, was trained using both blood test results and survey questions from tens of thousands of people. After being trained using XAI, Explainable Artificial Intelligence, the algorithm is capable of producing accurate biological age outputs based on simple questionnaire responses about your lifestyle and health behaviors. And then I can learn more about the test if I want to, or I can start the test right here. All right, ethnicity. I am Caucasian. Sex assigned at birth. I am a male. My highest level of education. I have some college, we'll say that. Did take some courses. Birth date. Oh, I'm gonna make my age. I'm gonna feel old. For fast input, click the year. Oh, here we go. 1978. January. Oh no. Come on, let me go up to January. January. Oh no! Oh shit, I just knocked my mouse over. Fuck. I just sent this fucking thing flying. Holy shit. Let's hope it works. Oh my god. I just sent this thing fucking halfway across the fucking room. My bad, guys. Sorry about that. All right, January 1978. Let me go click the month here. Holy cow, that was crazy. January. My birthday is January 29th. Okay. For how many months have you been working in your main job? Oh, geez. I guess my main job would be DJing. And I've been doing that for, man, over 10 years. So 120, let's say 132. What is my longest job duration in months? That would be it. Am I a citizen of the United States? Yes. Would I have worked at RMG longer, actually? 2012, 2003 through 2012 was 9 years. It's called a wash. It's probably about the same, to be honest with you. If you talk 9 years and then I came back for, around there. How many, but I DJ'd longer than that. I've been DJing for a long time. I started DJing in like 2004. So that's 20 years. Damn, I've been DJing for 20 years. That's crazy. I didn't realize that. That's nuts. 20 years, what's 20 times 12? I have no idea what that is. Is it 240? 240. So 240, we'll say. Yes, I'm a citizen of months. How many members are in my household? I don't know, one right now. Oh, I got to put my annual income in. All right, well, we'll put that down for a sec. Hold on one sec. We'll put that in. Anything last year? What last year was? What was that on there? What the hell was that amount? Fuck, what was the amount on there last year? All right. That's what? No, okay, no commas. All right. All right, how many bedrooms do I have in my home? Count kitchens, do not count bathrooms. Or how many rooms do I have in my home? Count kitchens, do not count bathrooms, laundry rooms, or unfinished basements. Why do we pick that? The algorithm behind this biological egg clock is based upon NHANS survey data, some of which includes housing characteristics correlated with aging and health. Interesting. All right, so let's count how many rooms do I have in my home. Not that many. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Small place where I live. Self-reported weight at age 25. Oh my God. 25, I was, I would say 300 pounds. Lifetime heaviest weight, 376 pounds, I believe, was the highest I ever got up to. My arm circumference in inches? Oh man, I don't know what these are. Not that much. Probably 10. I got tiny biceps. I don't have any triceps. Do you experience a shortness of breath on stairs and or inclines? Yeah. Doesn't everybody? What is your history of tobacco smoking or vaping? I guess I should say I smoke more than twice daily because there is tobacco in the wraps I use. So, have you smoked at least 100 cigarettes in my life? No, but do wraps count? I'm going to say yeah, because it counts. I don't know. No, cigarettes are different. It's pure tobacco. How often do you consume alcohol? Well, lately it's been daily, because I've been drinking lots of delis during the summer because it's nice. Average number of alcoholic drinks per day I've consumed over the last 12 months. Per day for the last year? Maybe 2? I'd say 2, because I'll have days off, I don't drink any, but then when I drink with you guys, I usually have 3 or 4, so I would say we'll go down to 2. What is your relationship status? I have a partner who typically contributes to my happiness. I have a partner, but it's a stressful relationship. I don't have a consistent partner. I'm going to go with I have a partner, but it's a stressful relationship. Am I widowed? No. What is my general health condition? I would say good. I'm in general good health. I think. Do I now have any health problems that require me to use special equipment such as a cane, wheelchair, special bed, or special telephone? No. What is my blood pressure? Oh, come on, man. I don't know what my blood pressure is. Who the fuck knows their blood pressure? Fuck. Shit. I'm just going to say 120 over 70. I think that's good. I always have good what here? Let's just say this. What is good blood pressure? 120 over 80 or lower with the less than 80. Less than 120. So that's probably about right because my blood pressure is always really good. I never have high blood pressure. So we'll just go with that. I always have good blood pressure. gmail.com. All right. So let's send it. Let's submit. Okay. I submitted it and I'm going to check my email for my results. So let's see how old I am in biological age. I have not gotten it yet. Where's the email? Where's the email? Come on. Come on. Did it go to my spam? Oh, come on. What's going on here? Why is it not coming through? Oh, okay. So the algorithm is calculating it right now. So I got to check my email for my results. So let's keep checking it here. All right. Well, it hasn't come through yet. So I will wait for it to come through. I'll check here in a minute or two, and we'll see what my biological age is according to the Novus Younger for Longer Real Biological Age Quiz. Speaking of age, boy, what's going on with Donald Trump? The oldest person to run for president ever, by the way, just so you guys know. He did a meetup with Benjamin Netanyahu at Mar-a-Lago today, and he was photographed for what I believe is the first time since the assassination attempt and him surviving that. And when he did survive that, he had that big white thing on his ear when he showed up at the Republican National Convention, that big, huge white bandage on his ear. And then he switched it down to like a little small, like skin colored one on the other day I saw. And now, strangely, and I think the FBI has since backtracked, but the FBI director, I believe it was, came out and said that they weren't sure if it was actually a bullet that hit President Trump, former President Trump. So, very strange that they would say that. Christopher Wray sparked a firestorm on Wednesday when he testified to lawmakers on Capitol Hill that there are, quote, still some question about whether the former president was struck with a bullet or shrapnel. What fucking difference does it make if it was a bullet or shrapnel? If it was a shrapnel from a bullet, it still cut him. What are you talking about? Are they saying shrapnel from like something else got hit and it hit him? Who cares? Somebody tried to shoot at him. It caught him by the ear and he was bleeding everywhere. What the fuck are these people talking about? Like, here, look at the picture. I mean, this is indisputable that the guy got shot by something. Look at his friggin' ear. It's gross and graphic for those of you, whatever. You got it in the ear. You could see right there in the front where it looks like it ripped right through the front of his ear. Or I don't know, is it in the back part? I don't know. You can almost looks like you can see cartilage. There's a big white thing sticking out at the top of his ear. Or is that glass from a teleprompter? I don't know. But the plot thickens because today when he met with Benjamin Netanyahu, he was photographed for the first time without his ear bandage on. And here is the ear without the bandage on. Now, I got to tell you, I don't know if he's got thin hair, so you can't blame it on his hair being in the way. But this does not look like a jacked up ear from here. I can't tell. Again, who knows? Maybe he's got makeup on it to hide whatever might be wrong with it or whatever, but it doesn't look too messed up. And I'm not saying, nothing whoa. I'm not saying nothing happened to the guy, because clearly we saw the blood and he was being shot at. We played that video last night. And it turns out, man, there's so many weird little inconsistencies with the whole story that has to do with that shooting, man. Like going back to him, people saying he showed up with the ladder. There was never a ladder. He climbed the air conditioners to get on top of that roof. The fact that the cops were in the building underneath him, looking out a window, and he was right above them. He flew a drone over the whole place. I mean, there's so many red flags. And for some reason, I don't know why. I don't know. There's so many questions, and I almost hate that they killed the shooter. I want to know more about why he did it, how he did it, what led up to it, and then also we need to dive into more. What the fuck happened? You know what I mean? Like, why was there this huge failure to protect this guy? So we'll see. We'll see if he lives to make it through the presidential race, or if we all will, based on what I was talking about earlier with the potential attacks. But okay, I got the email here from the Novos Labs, and let's see, can I open this? A new tab? Wait, no. Oh wow! Oh, it's trying to download it. Can I download this? I can't download it. Okay. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. All I have to do is show what it is. All right, here we go. Can I hide this over here? I don't want that part showing. I guess it doesn't matter. Whatever. Here we go. Here is my biological age. It says right here, your biological age score is ready. Now, this is based on how old my cells are, not my actual age in years. I'm 46 age in years, and my biological age, according to the test we just took, watch me take, 56. Oh, man. I'm 50. What? Why did they do that? What happened? Why is it doing that? There you go. So anyway, there it is. I am 56 according to my biological age. And they say down at the bottom here, I can take control of my biological age and begin my longevity journey if I switch over to Novos Life. Whatever that means. So there you go. That was my one-time password if you wanted to do it. Anyway, I don't plan on doing any actionable recommendations to improve my biological age score. But if you guys want to do it for me, go right ahead. I don't care. So there you go. I am clearly not in good shape for my age. I need to make some lifestyle changes if I'm 10 years older than I actually am. If you guys want to take that test, just Google Daily Mail Novus, Novos, and you can take that test. I was hoping we could take that with Mikey based on everything he's been through, with his hard living that he's done. But he's out for the night, which is totally cool. I understand he's got, we worked a long ass day today, so I totally get if he wants to take the night off and just put some feet up and smoke a bunch of dope and re-fucking-lax. All right, guys. One last little thing before we wrap things up here tonight. Last little politics thing. I actually got one more thing after this. It's kind of good. It made me laugh. I have one of the most cringy ass videos I've ever seen in my life. Yesterday I gave Kamala Harris some credit because I saw her in a speech and I thought she did very well when she was on prompter. And now we have her off prompter, and what is obviously a very scripted phone call from the Obamas. She got a phone call from Barack and Michelle, And here's how it went. Oh, probably would help if I switched to it, huh? There we go. Let's try that again.
Kamala.
Hello. Hi.
Hey there.
Oh, hi. You're both together. Oh, it's good to hear you both.
I can't have this phone call without saying to my girl Kamala, I am proud of you. This is going to be historic.
We called to say Michelle and I couldn't be prouder to endorse you and to do everything we can to get you through this election and into the Oval Office.
Oh, my goodness. Michelle, Brock, this means so much to me. I am looking forward to doing this with the two of you, Doug and I both, and getting out there, being on the road. But most of all, I just want to tell you the words you have spoken and the friendship that you have given over all these years mean more than I can express. So thank you both. It means so much. And we're going to have some fun with this too, aren't we?
And there she goes with the laugh. So there you go. There is one of the newer campaign ads, the Harris for President ad. I don't know if you guys saw that at the very end there. That is here. This is a Harris for President thing that popped up. That was fucking cringy. That was terrible. What? Why they couldn't get those two couldn't come out and just put out a video? They couldn't pull a video out of them. Just pull their phone out and do a quick little video. Hey, it's the two of us. Even fake a FaceTime, anything other than just a horribly short, and I know they probably talked longer and it's edited down, but what we did watch was incredibly dull and scripted and fake and just phony, just boring and not. If you're trying to drum up enthusiasm for Kamala Harris, you have a quick little. Is that supposed to like get Gen Zers hooked or like millennials? Like, oh yeah, it's just a quick phone call. We don't need to see a whole. Well, no. If it was for Gen Zers, you would definitely pull your phone out and record yourself saying that, and probably even millennials too. So I don't know who they're trying to get with that weird, what almost seemed like a voicemail versus a conversation between the two. Maybe it was AI. Maybe that's why it sounded so weird. Maybe the Harris campaign just faked that whole thing and it was all AI. Ooh, that'd be pretty crazy. I doubt they do that, but could be. It was weird. Let's see here. CYX is going back to the question, going back to the attempted assassination of Trump. She says, why weren't reporters outside the hospital he went to? Why didn't the doctors they treated him speak to reporters? I swear I saw a video of, I saw a video of the ambulance driving by on the way to the hospital. I don't think I saw them actually arriving at the hospital. Wasn't there a motorcade, so you can't really even follow them anyway? Did they close off the road and have the motorcade go? Because that would make sense. Because you have to take the... What the hell is going on over here? Hold on, I gotta go see what my animals are doing. Real quick. Hey, Rini, come here. Darla, come here. It sounded like something fell, and I don't want her to chew it up, so I gotta keep an eye on her real quick. Anyway, I thought they probably closed off the road and had a motorcade going. Darla, no. And had a motorcade going to the hospital, and they had to secure the hospital, and I don't think they would let the doctor speak. I don't know. But again, I agree. Whole thing seems a little bit shady at this point. So lots of questions about the whole thing, CYX says. I agree. All right, let's wrap this thing up. I have a silly video. I think it kind of went viral. You guys may have seen it. Now, one thing, I claim to be a very good driver. In fact, I know I'm a good driver. I don't think anybody's a better driver than me other than maybe F1 drivers. I'm a better driver than you. That's all there is to it. If you're watching, I'm a better driver than you. Except when it comes to using... Darla, come here. Except when it comes to using a trailer. I cannot back a truck up with a trailer whatsoever. Like, I cannot back into a boat dock or back a trailer full of stuff up. I can't do anything like that at all. I've done it once. I jackknifed the truck 2 times, and that was the end of it. They revoked my, not a big truck, just like a truck with like a trailer full of mulch, and I got the thing all crooked and stuck, and it was a bad scene. I got yelled at by my buddy. It was awful, but we were able to get it undone. Now, there's a video that went viral of a couple guys who have this boat on a truck, and they're trying to back it into the water. And when they back it in, when you back a boat into the water, now I've never done it, but I've seen it done before. When you back a boat into water, what do you got? No. See that? I knew you had something. Got it. Ha. Somehow that ended up on the floor. You can't have plastic stuff, you little shit. Anyway, it was somehow, I don't know if somebody's nosing through the trash, but there's like a deodorant, a top of a deodorant thing. Maybe it didn't go in the trash. Maybe I missed the trash when I threw it or something, but dog was about to eat that. Anyway, when you back a boat into the water, you back in, and then the boat kind of just starts to float, and you're able to pull the truck away at that point, right? There's like a latch you pull, it releases the boat, and you let the truck pull away. Now, there's a video that's gone viral of a couple of guys trying to attempt this, and well, it goes kind of wrong for them when it happens. Here you go. Here is the video of these two dudes and their boat docking, boat ramp experience.
Go!
So they got to drop it in.
Clint, put the hook on it! No, fuck it, just peel out! Oh my god!
Not shot, and then they drop the boat. In case you guys missed it, too. In case you missed it, if you weren't looking.
No, fuck it, just peel out! Oh my god!
Free vasectomy?
Back it up! Just back it up! Hey, look, dummy.
Now, this video actually goes on and on and on with them trying to get this thing back into the water. They actually end up backing the truck up into it and pushing it back into the water. And it goes on, and I'm not going to play the whole thing for you, but it goes on and on and on. They get it into the water. They lose it in the water. They then try to get it back up onto the thing. They lose it again. The guy has to hold on to it, and he's got to crank this thing on. It goes on for about 10, 15 minutes, this whole experience with this dude. So I got a big kick out of that, but I do have to admit, I probably would have ended up doing the same thing. I wouldn't even have been able to get the boat into the water, backing it up. I don't understand how you guys do it. Good for you. You guys are much more... my man card is revoked when it comes to using a trailer, period. There's no way I can do it whatsoever. So, guys, I think that's going to wrap things up. I am going to do the one thing that I am good at, is DJ a wedding tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. It's a really nice couple. They got a great schedule we put together. Got some great music. So it should be a great event. I'm probably going to take the Sunday off just to relax and kind of catch up a little bit. And I'm aiming to be back on Monday. If for some reason tomorrow's event ends up really kicking my ass, we may end up I might take a normal 2 days, and Sunday and Monday, and then come back on Tuesday. But either way, we'll definitely be back early next week. In the meantime, I hope you guys have a really good weekend. I think the weather's supposed to be great, so get out there and enjoy it. At least here in town, it's supposed to be beautiful tomorrow from what I saw. So get out there, enjoy the weather, have some fun, get some sun, get a tan. Look at this. I mean, you gotta keep up with this guy in this beautiful tan here. So get out there, get yourself some sun, and then if you're a hot chick, send me the pictures. I'm just kidding. All right, guys, that's gonna wrap things up. I am out of here. See ya.